Live here in the Phnom Penh in the amazing traffic driving to the Riverside. So let's go to the Riverside and see what it looks like. I haven't been to Riverside in this trip. I've been here now almost like 4 weeks in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, but I still haven't been to the Riverside yet. So hopefully this one doesn't get disconnected. Earlier I had an issue with the connection for TikTok live, and then also for the connection here for YouTube. So hopefully this one doesn't get disconnected. I'm running on a 4G, so I'm running the phone network, so it's not, maybe not very stable, but nevertheless, this is the rush hour right now. I'm driving to the Riverside. It's gonna be just a lot of stop and goes and stop and goes, just like this. And there is plenty of tuk-tuks and the bikes and the nice giant cars everywhere for you to see. You can see. If you see yourself in any of these places, let me know so we don't run you over. Just like that biker. Is that you? Don't get run over now. Ah, it's nice. It's pretty cloudy today, so maybe it's gonna rain later. We'll see. I wonder if they can put this in a certain angle so it can just continuously show without me touching anything. But I'm pretty sure as soon as we start moving, like right now, this is gonna start jumping backwards. So I'm gonna put my hand here. Just dip there. No, it didn't jump. Sweet. So this is the sweet spot angle. Hopefully it doesn't fly away. Maybe it will. Who knows? Nobody knows. Yeah, this is the bike traffic here. Wow, look at that. There's a car traffic in front of us. Now, if you guys are here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, can you guess how long does it take to go from Yon 3 to the Riverside? A, does it take 4 hours? B, does it take 2 hours? Or C, does it take, I don't know, 45 minutes? We'll see. But hopefully we can get to the Riverside and I can show you guys what it is. And thanks for the one viewer right now that disappeared. This is a Grab right there, delivery. And that's the bike guy. Yeah, nobody's watching. Nobody knows. But sometime there are people that they show up to this chat and they watch this. So let's see how long we can last with this, and hopefully the quality of these will be better on your side. Here it shows its quality is fine, but I highly doubt it. So let's go to the Riverside. Look at that golden building. Is that looking nice or what? The contrast between that and the blue building, pretty cool. And if you enjoy me talking and yapping all the way around to the every side of the city, let me know below also so I can yap some more for your enjoyment. Here's a foreigner right there. There you go. Just in case if y'all think Asia doesn't have any white people, that was white people. So now we're heading into more traffic. And I'm sure after this traffic, we're gonna hit another traffic. So it's gonna be just a traffic party all the way to the Riverside. And I'm pretty sure Riverside gonna have some party of its own. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. You're gonna see there's a Chinese sign right there. If you're Chinese, you can check it out. It looks like somebody like shaking hands with another person. If you're Chinese, let me know. I know that the third letter from the right going down, that means a big, I think. Oh no, that's a person. So it's a Ren. I don't know the rest of that. So if you're Chinese, you can write it down below and let me know what the hell that is. Look at all the bikes. Just in case if you think Cambodia doesn't have any bikes, well, here's the pleasure for your eyes to see all the bikes and the one tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuks are the main source of transportation here in Cambodia. They're cheap, usually around 4,000 rial for the first kilometer, so like about $1 for the first kilometer. Then after that is actually very small change. You can go across the entire city on a tuk-tuk for about, I think, $4 or $5. So just in case you're wondering, that trip would probably last you a long time, but that's because of the traffics like this. But other than that, yeah, the tuk-tuks are pretty cheap means of transportation here. There is an app called Grab which you can use to order these tuk-tuks, and the initial charge would be about 4,000 to 5,000 rial, which is the money here in Cambodia. Now we're gonna try to attempt a right turn here, if any of these amazing ninja bikes let us do it. Let's see, let's go to some of these narrow streets, passing through BKK area, I believe, and going through downtown area. Here you go. And this is what it looks like, the side streets. Looking good or what? Yeah. There's some, I don't know what's going on with the focus there. Okay. Yeah, the streets are pretty narrow. These are all residential in two sides. And pretty soon we will get, look how tall that one is. Pretty soon we will get to the Riverside. So Riverside is very beautiful in the evening. They're gonna have everything lit up, so it's gonna see that for a little drive-by. And I don't mean it in an American way, which uses guns. In Cambodia, they use guns, so the drive-by would be just driving by. Here's a guy selling clothes on a bike, just for your viewing pleasure. Here us attempting to cross a busy road. So technically the rules of this is you should block people before they block you, so you can pass through this area. And that's exactly what we did. Here are some of the shops in the BKK area. Now this is I would say one of the more expensive areas of the city. So you're gonna see a lot of hotels and motels and cool schools and businesses around here, good restaurants. You're gonna see a lot of foreigners here also. But in the nighttime, I'm not sure if you'll be able to notice them. But if I see one, I will show you. And by foreigners, I mean people like me, white people. But it could be also Chinese people, but I wouldn't be able to know unless they dress up in their usual shorts and sandals and a belly out. So one of those, sorry Chinese people. And now let's drive here through the downtown. Look at that bike, that's cool, right? Comes with a little front shield. There's a little hospital looking thing right there. If you guys have any questions while we're driving to Riverside, please ask your questions below and I can answer those for you. Here's a tuk-tuk coming. Boom. Tuk-tuks are cool. They look very small and they can fit through the traffic, so it's like one of the easier ways to get around town. If you sit in a car, it's going to take a while for you to go anywhere, except if you're this car that's going to pass us next. There you go, see? This car next to us was trying to cut us off, but it was unsuccessful in that attempt. This is the famous bank here, the ABA. You're going to see these everywhere. And these are a Canadian bank. So they have this agreement between Canada and Cambodia a long time ago, and they create these banks. They're everywhere, just like we have Starbucks in America everywhere. They have the ABA banks everywhere, and they're pretty cool. If you come here first time, you can actually go there, take your passport, use your visa, and you can open an account. And it takes like 10 minutes to open an account, deposit your money. If you bring in dollars or euros or pounds or whatever, or Vietnamese dong, or whatever money you want to bring, the currencies, you can go to ABA, and then they have ATMs everywhere, and also you'll be able to exchange your money for anything you want. I would just put it in an account and use the app to pay for everything. They have an ABA app. You can pay for tuk-tuk, taxis, restaurants, everything. Everybody accepts that. So it's pretty useful little thing they have here. Now we're going to the Monument Square, which will lead us to the Riverside. That is the up there. That little shiny thing over there looks like a Christmas tree. That is not a Christmas tree. That's a Monument Square, and they have the statue of the King Father in it. And the dancing lady over there, I don't know who that is in that giant screen, but you can enjoy that while we are in the traffic together. Now the means of transportation here, you can see the cars, bikes, tuk-tuks, and people walking, and all kind of things in between. So yeah, pretty cool. There's a bike passing by right there. Nice. Or as the Japanese will say, nice. But excuse my Japanese, it's not very good. Now if we pass this light, you look to the left, you will see the amazing Monument Square, which has the monument of the King's father. King Jafar. Yes, he's on the left. Sorry. I get excited about the movie Austin Powers. He was like, I'm your father. But yeah, this is this is the Monument Square on the left. And look at the lights too. They're getting ready for Christmas. So pretty soon it's going to be Christmas here. Wow, look at that. That is a sight to look at, especially in the cloudy day, because we have no glare, and it's a very beautiful evening to look at this cool place. Now if there was more of you live, you'd be able to see a lot more of these Monument Square while we're together. So I'm gonna kind of keep turning this camera until I can't anymore. Then I'm gonna stop it, and then we're gonna go focus back on the front. And this is this monument is very beautiful. Also, it's a roundabout. It's a huge roundabout. So we're gonna have to keep going straight here. But if you go to the left, you will see the Prime Minister's house right there on the very left. And we're gonna just go ahead and continue going straight, and the Riverside should show up in front of us soon. Then I believe we can turn left. Here you can see a lot of foreigners because they're coming here at night to take photos and walk around. There's a lot of locals also that they're coming out here to walk around. It's a very beautiful area to walk and do some exercise if you're in town. And also in the right hand side, you're gonna enjoy all the restaurants and the cafes. So this is another one. That's the statue, another statue in there, a statue of the King's father right there, which is very beautiful. Here's some of those cool tuk-tuk looking things, but they're not tuk-tuks. And these ones are fun to ride. They also have the ones with the one person on a bike and they're pulling you. They have those by the Riverside, which you can always take. Now on the right with the top green color, I believe that's that's a Mega World, right? Yeah, Mega World is a casino. It's like a lot of Chinese in there. Anywhere there is casinos, there's Chinese people. So you know, you want to find Chinese people, go to a casino, and you're gonna find some gangster ones. Here's some people running. Look at that old Mercedes right there. Oh, isn't that a beauty? That's an old diesel from 60s or 70s. That's a very rare car. Now we're gonna go straight. You're gonna see some of these beautiful sceneries here. And look at that statue. I mean, look at this screen thing. It looks pretty cool, right? And this is the beautiful city of Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Now we're gonna keep going straight all the way to the Riverside. Now in the Riverside you're gonna see a lot, it's kind of narrow, but you're gonna see a lot of cars, probably a lot of people on both sides of the streets. Also you're gonna see the King's Palace on the left hand side once we turn left later. And and you'll be able to also see all the boats on the river on the right. The river itself is pretty big, and we will see it very soon. Here the Shangri-La Hotel right there in front of us. It's pretty big. Here's another roundabout with the beautiful scenery of some CYICU stuff in the middle. I think it's the Buddha himself in the center, so that's kind of a wholly nice little spot. And then we're gonna pass in front of Mega World right there. So I guess the green one is not a Mega World. Oh, it is. It's Mega World 2. Now we're gonna go to the original Mega World. I think that's Mega World 1, the blue sign. And look at all the Christmas decorations here. Isn't that looking nice or what? Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Wow. That is looking nice. Alright, very cool. Now we're gonna go right here on to the Riverside. And let's see how that goes. We're in a giant roundabout with a lot of cars. Okay. We have successfully navigated through the roundabout. And now we're going straight. And this is some cool little monument of some kind. I think that's for the king. Shows the king being generous to some children. And on the right we have a bunch of restaurants and bars. And look at that, that's a nice temple looking thing. I think, oh yeah, that's probably some kind of a cool, oh, that's a hotel. Yeah, Hotel Cambodia, sorry. I thought it was a temple for a second, it was hidden. That is Hotel Cambodia. And we are coming up to the Riverside. So the river is going to be on the right hand side, and the King Palace is going to be on the left hand side. So let's go to the beautiful Riverside together in this nice evening and see what kind of cool things we'll see. We'll see. So many of we'll sees. Yeah, too bad the TikTok thing went bananas. Hopefully I will get that thing back tomorrow and I can do another drive-by here another day, so do it on the TikTok as well. That one is a lot more successful than here in YouTube. For some reason YouTube has been keeping my content hidden for some reason, but we'll figure it out eventually. No worries, as the Australian friends will say. No worries, mate. So now, let's go to the Riverside. If I continue this talking and yapping for another hour, I'm pretty sure I will get a throat cancer and die at some point, but I'm joking. Now, let's slowly work our way to the Riverside. I'm gonna leave the phone here for a minute, let it cool. You guys enjoy. If you come online to watch it, well, we'll see who's online. So far 000. We had like one person watching it for a while. Could be Mike. We don't know. Nobody knows. If you know, you tell me. But nobody knows so far. Okay, we are here by the Riverside. See the right hand side, that is the river itself. There's a lot of cool boats in there, and behind all these people, obviously. Hopefully this thing can focus enough for you to see all that. And if you can't, I have to make another video just for that purpose. But yeah, you can see all the lights there in the distance. That's the other side of the river. Now if you want to see some really fast and furious tuk-tuk style, there is one with a wing on the top. That's like a fast and furious Cambodian style. Right there for you. It's a Cambodia drift. This tuk-tuk is fancy. Yeah. Look how busy this street is. This is the famous Riverside. Looks nice. Now very soon on the left hand side we will see the King's Palace, which usually lit up very beautifully. So let me show you this side right now. That's the Riverside. You can see there's the flag and there are the people walking around and tuk-tuks parked everywhere in the world. And you can actually go walk over there by the river. You can see some of the boats there. It looks really good. And then we're gonna go on the left hand side, which you will gonna see the beautiful King Palace. Now this is one of the reasons, one of few reasons that people come to the Riverside when they come to Phnom Penh. One side you have the beautiful river with the amazing nightlife, and the other side you're gonna have this beautiful palace, and the king himself, he lives in there supposedly. But look at that, it's all lit up like a gold. There's a picture of the king himself in the middle of it. It's kind of too far for you to see, but yeah, look at that. And there's a beautiful courtyard over here in front of it, like a little park. You can walk around. And this is one of the spots you probably also have to be careful with the scams and stuff like that. There's also some pickpockets around here because that's where all the tourists come. But yeah, here on the right hand side you can see there's some beautiful temple by the river, and there's that one. And then on the left we have the King Palace and all the cool stuff that comes with it. It looks very beautiful. You're gonna see the giant sign here with the king's face on it. And here's your chance to see the king. Hail to the king. There you go, that's the king. And now we're going to the beautiful main street. Now a lot of bars and restaurants here on two sides. Also there are famous streets here that the more singular people can go to find drinking girls or God knows what. All they would say the wonders of Cambodia for the eyes of the single people and foreigners. It's going to be on your left hand side, if you know what I mean. So yes, enjoy this in the car in a safe place. Hey, tuk-tuk, don't come in. Yeah, and they lit up this place very beautifully. I think we just passed the water festival a couple of weeks back. I think 1 or 2 weeks back it was a water festival. So you could see the river. They had a race for the boats on the river there, and they lit up all these beautiful things here for people to come see and visit. So that looks really nice. Let's go to the end of it. At the end of this there is a market on the left, which they have the night market. You can go there to look for pickpockets, or you can find some cheap stuff and some snacks, which they're all available to you. But it's pretty busy here at night. Also, there's a lot of old buildings here which are still standing from long time ago. So you're gonna see a lot of old architecture from the French and the British. There's some monks passing by right there. Hopefully they bless this place so foreigners don't do too many dirty things, but nobody knows. There are a lot of hotels, motels, and cool places and bars, and plenty of foreigners here. So a lot of Europeans, a lot of Americans, a lot of people from everywhere. Japan, China, everywhere in Europe, North America, probably even South America, India, Middle East, Asia, anywhere, Africa even. Yeah, these streets are the fun streets, I guess, for the tourists. If you want to get drunk and get wild, you go on those side streets. I personally prefer not to. I have a much simpler and nicer lifestyle, but some people prefer a lot of drinking and partying. You can go up there and hopefully you will survive. Yeah, Oh, these screens are actually pretty cool. Look at that. There's a screen that shows God knows what. There's some Chinese writings on it, so I don't know why there is. No, those are not Chinese. That's Khmer, right? No, it's just numbers. Somebody's screen, maybe. Who knows? Nobody knows. And this is kind of the end of the Riverside area, the fun parts, and then the rest of these is gonna be just the tourist places, and you can actually rent the boats here on the right. On the left, that's a crazy street. Holy God. Yeah, I've never been inside of that at nighttime. I've been there during the day, but not nighttime. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching this live. It's, I think, 26 minutes long enough. That was our ride to the Riverside. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the good stuff to the channel, so I can provide you with more fantastic talks and walks and videos. And take care from Cambodia, and catch you up on the next fun adventure.